Hello, this is Victor, restoringmercedes.com. Now this is a 97 S600 coupe, the one that I was starting with, the DAS problem. So today I decided to do some other work to it. I'm still waiting for parts, some other parts that I'm waiting for to be delivered. They're en route, and we still have issues with fuses. Now this one is completely destroyed, as you can see. So I'm gonna pull this fuse box out and repair this one. Now this fuse blows. It's a 30 amp fuse. That's a seat fuse, so that also to be taken care of. Mirrors, I'm still debating what I'm doing with mirrors, but I think we're gonna do some aftermarket mirrors from E-Class or C-Class or something like that. So these are the outside mirrors from 97 S600 coupe. It was S600 back then they came into CL600. But anyway, long story short, this is the situation. So we got all these wires totally rotten. You can see that the loom was melting already. Over here it was melting. Now this plug was stuck on because it's, as you can see, it's also melted in there. Although I can still kind of use it, it'll work, but yeah, this is not fun sight, very bad. This is passenger side mirror. Now I'm thinking of rewiring this one, to be honest with you, because it's a folding mirror, so might as well just to rewire it. Driver side is a little more problematic. This is how I got it. It's basically the wires, they were just cut. Fold mechanism works because the fold wiring ends right here, so it doesn't go inside the mirror, it just goes straight into the fold motor, which is here. So fold in, fold out works, but obviously we have no plug, and these wires, to be honest with you, they do seem to be pretty good. Now no plug though, so I don't know. I mean, I can theoretically solder inside to pins that will make it pretty much permanent solution. But another issue I have here is this. As you can see, mirror does not stay at the lower portion. So basically with vibration, you're going to be driving, and with vibration most likely it will fall off. Although I'm still debating, maybe I'll just connect, I just soldered just 3 wires here. These are the ones for motion, and I'll leave potentiometer wires apart, just not gonna do it. I'll find them pins, those low pins, open up this case, get to pins, and make it happen. So at least mirror motion, up, down, left, right will work. Heated circuits are long gone, what it is. Then I'll buy a replacement round backing plate here, and maybe buy used glass. So that's the idea. Okay, so I wanted to actually replace this fuse. We're gonna call it Mr. Ugly Fuse, but it appears that it's going to work. I cleaned up the terminals, I cut off the surroundings. I might have to bend the actual terminal. Actually, yeah, it feels like I can use a little bit of a bend, so this way there will be a little more pressure on the fuse, because it's just basically all plastic, this is basically all plastic that surrounds it. So we can bend it a little bit just to make a better compression. But the reason why I left it like this and I didn't replace the fuse, because I think in the long term it would probably be wise to replace the fuse box. And the reason I'm saying so is that because there is quite some corrosion on some fuses. Like there was some corrosion on this one. This one feels okay. There's a little corrosion there as well, as you can see. So that's not good, because we have to replace this one. This is not great. You might have issues just because there's bad contact. As a matter of fact, this fuse I had to clean up because 22, that's our ignition coils, and believe it or not, the car didn't start because I had no spark. So I moved the fuse around. See, same here. So for now it'll work. I mean, this can be sprayed with a little bit of like stop rust and stuff like that. I probably will spray them, but ideally you might want to replace it. Now, long awaited computer box is all finished. So I finally put all computers together, all the screws, everything, close the cover, put a little bit of anti-seize so the bolts don't freeze, and yeah, that's finally done. A little bit of tape here and there just because diagnostic plug was just loose laying there. All of these were opened up, unwrapped, unraveled. This actually is supposed to go there like this, yeah. So that is that. So I put all of these together. Okay, so now somebody put in this zip tie here to unlock the car, and I noticed that the cable that goes on this side in this area is a little messed up, so I have to deal with it, but probably will deal with it later. This lock is sticking, so this has to be lubricated and worked, so we have you know, release again. There's a bunch of oil leak over there, but I guess that's the job that you did. Okay, whatever, I'll take a look at that. Somebody removed this cover before me, I can tell, because bolts are all different. Okay, some hexes, some 10 millimeters, that's what you should have had. But what I wanted to show is this. This is the condenser. It appears to be cross-threaded. That is bad news. Now let me show you why I think so. Empty, the AC system is totally empty. There's nothing there. Empty system. So if I take my pliers and I can actually move this pipe inside, as you can see, it's moving. So it's not, you know, it's not tight. So the bolt might be, oh no, it's not. It's not even, I can even take it off with pliers. I mean, seriously, that is something else. So that is probably why there is no AC in the system. It only turned like what, 3 times? Look at the condition here. It's totally gone. Boy, boy, oh boy, that's bad news. I might not have enough threads to go by. That's why the AC is probably empty, because you got this little O-ring in there that seems to be destroyed. It's all this green stuff is the dye. This is sideways. You know, it's definitely not sealing too well. Yeah, well, that's what I deal here with. This is ridiculous the way they did it. Okay, now this fuse was removed, I guess for simple reason that it was in and out all the time. The belt is a little sticky, hasn't been used in a while, I'm sure. Alright, so let's start this up. So all the lights are gone. I still have issue with interior illumination. It does not work, plain and simple. The rheostat works, as you can see, the dimmer. Climate control does. It does work. Lights work. See, this climate control dims. So there is some powers going on. All of these illumination lights, they're LEDs, so you can't just burn out all of them at once. So that is something for me to figure out, but that's going to be pretty much later. Right now I have my interior lights come on, that's a good thing. The door's open right now. So seat moves, yeah, good. Steering wheel moves, great. And last piece here, this is a coil for ignition. This is the one that I'm actually going to put here because it's fresh. And I'll take this coil, I'll take the chip, I'll glue the chip to the coil permanently and leave it behind the cluster, so we'll never lose this chip. Alright, so I guess this is it, and we'll move on next time I work on this car, probably tomorrow. Alright, Victor here, RestoringMercedes.com. Thank you for watching.